Hi everyone, welcome to video 3. In this video, we'll be talking about applications of AI in different domains of your life. And since we're talking of applications, so we'll also talk a bit about the way humans and machines interact. Now, when I say applications of AI, I want to talk of real world examples where AI is actually being used to solve your problems and make your life easier. Many of these tools work quietly in the background, but they impact millions of people every single day. You'll get to know more about them as we move forward in this video. Let us look at some of the key areas where AI is being used. Let's start with your daily life. So every time you unlock your phone with your face or ask Alexa to play a song or listen to a song on Spotify, you are using it. When Google Maps suggests the fastest route to your location, or Netflix recommends a movie you should watch, YouTube or Spotify is suggesting the next song to listen to or the next video to watch, that is AI at work. And AI is working behind the scenes while you're listening to a song or while you're watching a movie or a video. The AI of these platforms work in the background so that once you are done with the current playlist, they can suggest you what to watch or listen to next. So this is how you are using AI in everyday life. Next, let's talk about AI in agriculture. Now, when we talk of farming or agriculture, then we think that it's all manual work and hard toil. That was earlier. In the 21st century, AI is revolutionizing agriculture as well. Farmers are now using AI-powered drones to fly over the fields and check crop health. These drones use cameras and sensors, and then the data that they collect is analyzed, and AI is used to detect early signs of disease or dryness. Now, AI has been used to predict the weather for a long time. Now, that is being integrated with the agricultural data, and then that data is analyzed to recommend the best time to plant seeds or harvest or irrigate the crop, or even when they need intervention in the form of pesticides. Then there are smart irrigation systems which use AI to supply just the right amount of water, saving both time and resources. There are even robots that can detect and remove weeds without harming crops, like we humans do. Now, all these examples that I gave you is actually high-tech farming. And of course, right now, it's not available widely, but scientists, governments, businesses, non-profits, they are working hard to make these available widely to everyone so that agriculture is not left behind when other fields are reaping the benefits of AI. So that was about AI in agriculture. Now let's come to AI in banking. Banks are using AI to protect your money and improve your overall banking experience. First, let's come to how they are protecting your money. AI systems, AI security systems are constantly monitoring transactions and other activities on the network to detect unusual behavior, and they are programmed in a way that they can block fraud instantly if the need be. Then coming to experience, when you log into the banking app or you sign up or you open the website, then you will see that chatbots are available 24/7 to help you with the regular routine tasks like checking balances or applying for a checkbook or checking whether the money has been debited or credited, or if you have some issues to report, that can be done through the help of chatbots. And the best part is they are available 24/7, so you don't need to wait for the banks to open or the banking hours before you can connect with the bank. AI also analyzes customer data to determine loan eligibility, and then they can suggest personalized investment plans, which is beneficial for both the bank and you, the customers. All these activities that I have mentioned, they are just a fraction of what AI is doing in banking, but should suffice for you to understand how AI is making inroads into banking. And all these activities save time and make banking faster, safer, more efficient to use. Self-driving cars, right? So when we think of automobiles, then self-driving cars is the first thing that comes to our mind, and AI is literally driving the future of automobiles. So self-driving cars like those from Tesla or Waymo, they use cameras, sensors and other methods to gather information and navigate the roads safely. These systems can recognize traffic signals, pedestrians, stray animals, or even potholes, because that will help them navigate the roads better. And the best part is that even if the car is not fully autonomous, as 99% of the cars are not, AI can still help with parking, lane changing, avoiding collision with a vehicle or a person. And then all the automobiles now have a provision for integrating Google Maps, so that they can use its AI to know the fastest route, or if there is a heavy traffic ahead, the drivers can take their own decisions and travel much more safely as well as easily. In short, AI is making driving smarter and safer. Now, healthcare is one of the first and biggest beneficiaries of AI. One of the first users were like analyzing X-rays or MRIs or lab reports to detect diseases early on. Now, doctors always look for second opinion, third opinion. As patients also, we talk about let's take a second opinion. Now, with the fully trained AI tools at hand, doctors have that second opinion at their fingertips. So doctors use AI-powered systems to support their decision, especially when they come across some intriguing or complex cases. That was about the doctors. When we come to patients, then AI can track patient data and it can even predict emergencies. That, okay, this patient might need emergency help anytime soon in the next 1 week. This will allow the hospitals to act in time and provision the right resources. And yes, of course, robots are now assisting in surgeries, performing with accuracy and steadiness. The best part about robots is that since they are machines, so their accuracy and steadiness will not fluctuate. It will perform the surgery with the same amount of accuracy and steadiness on the 100th patient as it does on the first one. The overall goal with using AI in healthcare is very simple: better care, faster diagnosis, and fewer human errors. AI is also making space exploration smarter and better. We have always used AI in space exploration. Think of all the unmanned vehicles going to Mars and beyond, or towards Jupiter and Pluto. They were using AI, but that was very primitive AI, and the ones that are being used by space agencies like NASA and ISRO, they use AI to analyze millions of images and signals received from the space telescopes in just a few hours and provide us information about our own galaxy, the universe, the Milky Way. Then there are robots like Perseverance rover on Mars that uses AI to move, avoid obstacles, and even select the right rocks for analysis. AI has helped scientists to discover the exoplanets, that is, planets outside our solar system. So, with the use of AI, space exploration is faster, it is safer, and far more intelligent. I have been giving example of Google Maps multiple times since the beginning of the video. So let's talk about AI in navigation explicitly. Google Maps helps you predict how long you will take to reach a destination, and it can even recommend alternate routes if there is heavy traffic ahead of you. Basically, AI combines live data from millions of users to suggest the best way forward. This reminds me of the time when I was working in Delhi, and in the evenings when we would start, so around 6 or 7, so that was peak traffic hours, and Delhi being a metro, you can understand how crazy the traffic situation was. So we used to have this FM channel, and they would run a program from 6 to 9, and the name was Bumper to Bumper, and you can call in and tell them that okay, this route is congested, and then they broadcasted it to all their listeners, and so the listeners could choose alternate routes. Google Maps is doing that via inputs from live people as well as using the satellites and past data. Google Maps also powers voice-based GPS systems that can guide you every step of the way to reach your destination. If you're driving alone and you cannot actually look at the Google Map, then you can turn on this feature and the voice will guide you where you have to take a right turn, left turn, where there is alternate route available. In fact, now even city buses and trains are using AI to update passengers in real time. All in all, navigation is now much more smarter and efficient, all thanks to AI. AI in hiring and recruitment. This is a huge controversial topic in the hiring domain, and people say that using AI is not good, it is biased against the applicants, and there are so many debates raging on. But we will not talk about that. I talked about that just to give you an idea what is happening in the outside world. What we will talk about is how AI can help the recruiters in making the right hire. Now, hiring the right people is critical for companies, and it has always been very long drawn and tedious process. Time taking, it takes weeks and months to have the right hire in place, especially when the organization is growing and you have to hire multiple people at the same time. So that becomes actually a nightmare if it is not done properly. But with the help of AI, now companies can do at least the first few steps faster. For example, AI tools can scan the thousands of resumes to shortlist top candidates according to the keywords or skills or proficiency levels that are given in the resumes. Then chatbots can handle applicant queries and help them schedule interviews automatically. Some platforms even use AI to analyze the video interviews, looking at the tone of voice, facial expressions, body language to evaluate the overall confidence of the candidate. I think the best part about using AI is it can reduce bias, because AI systems would focus only on the skills and experience or whatever is mentioned in the resume and not on name, gender, background, or demographic. So I feel using AI in hiring and recruitment is like really beneficial for everyone. Next, let's talk about AI in finance. So we have already talked about AI in banking. In finance, AI plays a huge role in investing and protecting your money and helping it also. It analyzes financial trends and makes predictions about the stock markets. And then banks and investment firms can use these predictions to calculate risk levels and help the customers make safer decisions. With such expert AI models in place, now we have the concept of algorithmic trading, where AI systems buy and sell stocks at high speed based on real-time data. It has been programmed, and all your choices and conditions have already been fed into it, and you do not need to do anything manually. From buying a stock to analyzing it to selling it, it can do everything on its own. AI systems are also being used to protect the financial systems from cyber attacks and fraud, because wherever money is involved, security becomes very important, and we hear of cyber attacks all the time. So AI helps in preventing that. All in all, money is moving fast and AI helps it move wisely. But it's not just about moving money, but also protecting it from cyber attacks and frauds. Next, let's talk about AI in marketing. But before I do that, let me ask you a question. Have you observed that as soon as you search for something online, some product or some app or whatever it is, or even a college or a school online, then it's popping up everywhere you go, from Insta to Facebook to all the web pages that you visit? Have you ever wondered why that happens? That's AI in marketing. The AI systems that are deployed in marketing study your interests, your behavior, your clicks, your page visits, your app visits, and shows you products you have shown interest in accordingly. Marketers are using AI to give personalized product recommendations. Besides that, they are also using AI to send personalized emails, recommend content, and even chat with customers in real time. It saves businesses money and resources and is intended to give you a more personal experience. I know it sounds very intrusive at times. You are browsing the internet and suddenly all the ads start popping up of things that you had browsed, that you had searched earlier, and it feels as if someone is looking into your private life. So I understand, I realize that is very intrusive and very uncomfortable, but that is a price that we are paying for the ease of doing shopping, the ease of getting recommendations from other people before we actually shop. So it is something like you give some, you take some. Everything has pros and cons. So AI in marketing is helpful for you, but then it has its cons also. And I would really hope that as time progresses, then marketers find ways to provide the same experience, personalized experience, without sounding or feeling so intrusive. We have been talking about security everywhere, finance, banking, even when we're talking about farming and agriculture. So it is very important that we talk about AI in cybersecurity, because cyber attacks are becoming more smart, more lethal, and of course more frequent. So cybersecurity systems need to be more proactive, and they need to be one step ahead of the cyber attack. For that, AI has actually come to their rescue, because AI constantly monitors networks and detects unusual activity. Say somebody is trying to break into your system or your network, or from a certain IP address. So many times somebody has tried to log in with wrong password, so that might be there is something wrong there. So AI will constantly monitor everything, and it will alert admins when it feels that something needs to be done about it. In fact, sometimes it even blocks the attacks automatically. The instructions and the programming has already been done. The algorithm has already been trained that if these 1, 2, 3 things happen, then you can shut down the network or log off that system where you think something fishy is going on. Email filters have been using AI to remove spam, and they are becoming better and better with better AI models. They are trying to catch phishing attempts and attempts to con you out of your money or personal data. So with the help of AI, cybersecurity teams try to stay one step ahead of the hackers, and most of the time they succeed in doing that. I know you have heard of so many cyber attacks, but for every cyber attack that you hear about, there are at least 100x or 1000x attacks that have been foiled. Social media. Social media is powered heavily by AI. The algorithm decides what shows up in your feed, which videos to recommend you, which ads to display. Every time you watch a video or you like a post, then the algorithm thinks that okay, you like such posts and such videos, so it will try to show you more of that. Of course, it has a flip side. If you have liked the video, suppose, and then it starts showing you very similar videos all the time in your feed, so after some times it gets boring and it gets irritating also, because you are on social media to come across varied content, but the algorithm is not allowing you to do that. So there are ways you can train the algorithm. For example, if a video comes repeatedly, so you can just click on the thumb down, or if the algorithm is asking you that do you like videos like this, so be honest about it and say that no, you do not want to see something similar, or you do not want to see something from the same creator or the same company. So this is how you can also tell it what you like. So this was about your feed. AI also helps detect hate speech, fake news, and it can remove that harmful content automatically if the algorithm has been trained to do that. Features like auto caption, language translation, and filters, these are all AI powered, which makes social media much more easier to use and inclusive. And last but not the least, the same AI is also trying to keep you safe. Most of the algorithms now, in fact I should say almost all the algorithms now keep your personal data safe whenever they share. At least that is what they are supposed to do. There are lots of laws around it. So the use of AI in social media is actually good for you, despite sometimes it feeling frustrating. Now we have been talking about interacting with AI in so many different ways, so it's time we talk about human-machine interaction, or how we interact with machines. Any way in which we are giving input to the machine and the machine responds. So like I was telling you that when we are talking about AI in social media, that if it asks you, do you like this video, and you say no, so that is an interaction. Besides that, you can type, then you have a touch screen, you can touch that screen and give inputs. You can even these days wave your hand or use your biometrics to interact with the machines. The goal here is to make the interaction inclusive and easy. So examples would include touchscreen phones, voice assistants, Siri, Alexa, all of you are all the time using typing and chatbots, or gesture-based devices that are designed for people with special needs so that they are not left behind. While everybody is benefiting from AI, human-machine interaction makes it easier to use the machines, and it also makes the technology more inclusive, helping those with special abilities or physical challenges to control devices using voice or gestures. You can think of smart homes where you turn off lights by just speaking. That is all thanks to HMI. In fact, that is just a simple HMI where you are giving an instruction through speech. Say you have left the light on, and when you have gone out of home, then you realize it. So you have an app on your smartphone and you open it, and with a few clicks you switch on the lights. So that is again another way of interacting with the machines. Human-machine interaction is what is enabling the growth of smart homes and smart offices. That brings us to almost the end of the video. So a quick recap. AI is being used in many fields: daily life, health, farming, banking, security, social media. You name it, and AI has made inroads in that field. Human-machine interaction is very important for talking to machines via voice, text, or gestures, and research is being done to enable even the physically challenged people to be able to use AI. And that is part of the human-machine interaction. So that is all for this video. In the next video, we are going to talk about the 3 domains of AI: data, computer vision, and natural language processing. So like I said, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I promise to answer. If you found this useful, please like it. If you think somebody would be benefited by watching this video, please share with them. Subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that the moment I upload the next video, you will be notified of it. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.